Alright, we'll see how this one works with the dummy. Because it's a little bit wonky. Alright. So, this is going to be a little bit of a different armbar than what you're used to seeing, right? So I'm not going to necessarily, his arm's not even going to really be between my legs. But the same principles are there for the most part with this one, is that I need to control the bottom of the lever, the middle of the lever, and the top of the lever, and I need to control which way his elbow is pointing. So he's breaking my guard, or he's doing whatever he's going to be doing. I'm keeping him off by, flaring up my knees, drawing in my heels, whatever. And so what I want to do here is I want to, in this case, I'm going to go inside, right? His hands here, I'm going to go on the inside here as I break his posture down. Now from here, I start to turn my arm over hard, right? And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to rotate his shoulder, right? I want to get his humerus to roll over. So I have to be pretty tight about this here, right? And what I want is I want to start to take off my glasses. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm rolling over and to like turn his wrist down. So I want to put my head somewhere on here with between the radius and all that. Like I don't want to go this way, right? I want to be on the flat part because I want it to be hard for him to start to turn his head up. So his thumb should be down. So I'm here, I've curled over to get that rotation. Now from here, we'll see how well I can do this, is I'm going to start to back my hips out. I'm going to put my foot on his hip, and I'm going to start to come out, and I want to start sliding down that until I get to his hand. I want to be right here, right, because I want his thumb to be pretty much stuck there. Now, you notice that I'm all the way on my side here, right? I'm going to take my arms, and I'm going to glide them up to his elbows, and then suck in. You're like, I didn't see any of that! Okay. So, I have to go inside as I break his posture down. I'm being really tight here, and I'm coming over, and I'm getting this gable grip right away, and I'm turning his shoulder down. My head is below the radius on the side of the elbow, and I'm pinching in. Now, I need to back my hips out. I'm going to put my foot on his hip. That is very, very important because I don't want him to start to drive up into me, right? And then I'm going to start backing out, keeping this grip here until I get to his hand. So as I'm backing out, I'm keeping this grip here. Now, once I get to the elbow, right, and I'm going to be on this side of the elbow, I'm going to look down at the mat, right? So I'm turning down, and then I'm digging my pinky on this hand, the top hand, into that elbow, which is going to break it, right? So this is the cutting armbar, and again, you want to be really, really careful with this. And I think actually potentially one thing I would say is that for your partner's safety, be tight with this, right? I want to be driving down, keeping that pressure then so he can't come forward, he can't go back. And that is what I'm mostly concerned about, right? Because again, I'm not actually looking to injure my partner. He's my training partner. He might be my buddy. I met him online. He was hot as fuck. And I don't want him going home injured. So I'm actually protecting him by being really tight here because I don't want him to pull his arm back. So I'm here. If he pulls his arm back suddenly, that cutting armbar is going to suck in really hard and he's going to pop his elbow. So for here, I get this control. This is very tight control. He's not going to have a very easy time pulling his arm back. So now I can start to dig that in and really do some damage to that arm. Okay? We're here. I'm going to go the inside in, and the reason why I'm going inside to outside is so that I can funnel his hand into my head. So I go wide, I break that down, and I immediately get that gable grip. This hand goes over the top of my thumb, and I'm in this position. I get out. Notice that I'm on my side, guys. The movement here, so my foot is on the hip. The movement is a shrimp. Hips out, body out. Okay? And notice that I'm all the way on my side. If I'm flat here, I've got nowhere to go. Right? I'm going into my own body. I'm blocking my distance. The more I get the fuck out of the way, the more that I've got room to hyperextend that elbow, right? So it's really important we get that grip. And I should probably talk about that grip. I think we've done a cutting arm bar before from knee ride. So when we get that grip, it's not this. It's not this. It's kind of straight down, like you're holding a telephone, right? So here's my cracked ass cell phone. So like, it's this, guys. So it's bringing my ear kind of right into into the phone, and you can see here, like it's hard for me to even pull out my phone from this, right? So it's really important that we get that grip, and it's the right grip. Like, it's not going to be here. I don't need to look at his arm. I know his arm's there. I can feel it. I don't want to be looking away either, right? So I get that nice strong grip, and then that's going to be your cutting arm bar from the guard.